Shawn Porter, you made the trip down to Australia in Perth, mate.
Again,
Vasiliy Lomachenko, George Kambosos, break this one down for us.
styles make fights. You know, you start with that, and I think stylistically, this is going to be a fun one to watch. I think a really good word for Kambosos is that he has this ability to pounce. I don't want to say explosiveness or explode anymore, because I really haven't seen him be explosive the way that he used to. But he still has that ability to kind of pop in, but he also, will try to control the range that way as well. Lomachenko is going to be smart. He's going to be the technician that he's always been, and this one's going to be a fun one to watch.
They do have a couple of common opponents. When you look back at their performances against Teo and also Devin Haney, do you see any advantages there to either guy?
No, not for either guy. I think that, if anything, Lomachenko's going to have to kind of push the tempo a little bit in order to catch up to Kambosos. If Kambosos can see that Lomachenko's slowing down, maybe that'll give him confidence and courage that he can step to Lomachenko. But I think in terms of the fights that they've had against the common opponents, neither of those guys fight the way the opposite opponent fights. So, I think that this one's just going to come down to who's better at what they do.
Who's got more at stake in this fight, do you think?
It's hard to say. Lomachenko has done everything that can be done in the sport. We already know that. I think that you can get to a point where you start to kind of diminish your legacy and what you've done. I don't think that Lomachenko's there yet, but I think maybe losing to Kambosos could be the start of him diminishing his legacy. Other side of that, Kambosos had that big explosion against Teofimo Lopez a couple of years ago and really has not performed that way ever since. So if anything, he's fighting for his reputation, and of course his legacy, but his reputation very quickly went from being one of the elite to very quickly being not on that level. So I think that Kambosos is definitely going to come in here and show that he's on that level. I think reputation is maybe more so what's online than anything else.
A lot of talk about who's going to walk out first, all this sort of ring walk drama, who's A side, who's B side.
Yeah.
Who is the A side in this fight?
In my mind, Lomachenko's the A side, but we're in Australia. You kind of can't argue with that, unless you are going to Japan. I really don't feel like there's any fighter that owns their country right now the way that Inoue owns Japan. Maybe. Obviously Terrence Crawford, he doesn't. I don't think he necessarily owns America. I think there's a lot of really good boxers in America, but I think you can't. You're walking first when you're getting in the ring with Terrence Crawford. So out here, I think you gotta walk first. This is Kambosos' territory. Don't put me in the middle of it.
The winner of this fight, what sort of doors open up? Is it Gervonta Davis? Is it Shakur Stevenson? Where's the winner go from here?
Yeah, I think if either guy wants, I think Shakur is more the fight that makes sense in terms of who they could be facing next. Neither guy wants a stay busy fight or a lower level fight. Both guys want the best. The best out there that could be made right now is Shakur Stevenson. There's a couple other guys right there at 135, but I think Shakur is the one that makes the most sense.
Beauty. Thanks, man.